Okay, it's Yash. So look, the ultimate goal is obviously to be beyond female attraction. What does that mean? It means you're not a slave to it anymore. You're not a vagina hound. You're not running around looking for female attraction. Okay, that's the last stage. But let's go over the preliminary stages. Generally speaking, a lot of people, well, everybody actually, at some point, because when you're a baby, you don't know nothing about female attraction. So we start out, we're not getting much female attraction, most of us. Then we start getting female attraction. Now, to make it more complicated, or whatever word you want to use, if we're not given the Hollywood-faced and nice symmetry and natural genetics and all that stuff, then maybe we start to realize we get less female attraction than somebody who has that. Okay. So, because somebody left a comment, they said he got shot in the face, but then he said this. He's like, man, it's no problem. I still get more play than the little model superficial guys. I like that comment. So usually, at first, we don't get much female attraction. Some of us will get less than others, depending, like I said, on certain karmic genetic factors. Then we start getting a little female attraction. And what happens? We get a dopamine hit. It's a little euphoric, especially if we weren't getting much attraction from our mother. Then we're more starving. There's more of a deficit for female attraction. It's okay. You can transcend that. So something's like intoxicated. It's like a drug. When the opposite sex looks at you, I mean, when we're younger, they don't even grow out of this. It just stays like that. They're 60, 70 years old. They go to Thailand and Cambodia, and they're still like addicted to girls looking at them, even though it's superficial. They just want their money. They don't care. It's like, just look at me. Yeah, you don't want to be like that. So usually we go through this stage. We're not getting the attraction. Then we start to get it, and it's like, man, this is a nice drug. This feels really good. Now, if we're an addict by nature, or if our life is a bit in turmoil, then we may start to use this as an escape route to get out of this emotional inner turmoil that we're feeling. Because we notice, whoa, if a girl looks at me, or if I have sex with her, and if she's like, pretends like she's loving me, or maybe she does love you, all of a sudden, it's like my problems seem less. It's like I can sexualize my problems away somehow. That becomes a trap later, because then it becomes, you hit bottom. Like, it becomes, your life gets super unmanageable. But this is the law of nature. Any habit or addiction we have at some point is going to turn on us. It's good for a little bit, but then it turns on us, and then we hit bottom. And we get in trouble. Depressed, or go to jail, or all kinds of things. So first we don't get the attraction, then we start to get it, and then at some point we'll hit a bottom. Doesn't mean we'll go to prison, doesn't mean we're gonna have trouble, but our consciousness, if we're like have a healthy life and normally looking at ourselves, assuming we're like sane people, we want to work on ourselves. If that's the case, at some point you're gonna catch this tendency that you have to want to get attraction from the opposite sex. You're just gonna see it. You're gonna be like, wait, I've been doing this now for decades or several years. Like, why? Your higher intelligence is gonna start questioning that. It's like, why? Every time I go outside, or I'm in a restaurant, or I'm at the beach, or anywhere, working or walking down the street, whatever, it's like, why am I looking to see if there's a girl out there that I'm attracted to, and if she's attracted to me? Something starts pondering that, contemplating that. Because you notice, like, it steals your freedom, because your mind's busy. It's being projected externally over and over and over again to try to get a hit that only lasts a couple seconds. That's the other thing. You start to realize, you're like, wait a minute, I'm chasing, this isn't even worth it. If it lasted for a couple days, okay, but no. When a girl gives me a hit of attraction, it's like so fleeting. And the more, when we're a kid, it lasts longer. But then the more you do that, like with any drug, the tolerance goes up and you need more. So something realizes that, and then something wants to start to be free of that. And then you might find videos like this, or you might just transcend it and be like, I'm done. I'm going to focus my energy and money on school or making money or spiritual practice, the highest. And but I'm done with this whole game. And then maybe then you'll attract just one matching partner. It's like that video I said, you don't need 1,000 girls to be attracted to you. You just need the one, the right one. And so then you'll attract that because you're done playing. You're done being Peter Pan and playing in the field and all that. A good girl doesn't want a guy like this. She wants a guy that's already like done with all that, you know? Or maybe it's just not your destiny to be in a relationship. You don't want a contract with another human being. You still love and appreciate females, but you're satiated and satisfied with just talking to a girl and exchanging energy like that. You don't need an exclusive relationship with them. But nothing wrong if you want that. You see, one's not better or higher than the other. I don't get into that. It's about destiny. It's about what's best for you. Life is going to prescribe to you what's best to transcend your lower self and become your higher self. If that means being in an exclusive relationship, then that's going to be your destiny. If it means being a solo warrior, you can say, that's going to be your destiny. We don't really choose that. We think we do, but really it's this destiny's already been downloaded. It just becomes revealed to us. And then we think we chose it. We're like afforded the appearance that we chose something. That's cool. God lets us think that. But really the script's been written. So you accept your life as it is. That's why like when people ask me certain things, like when am I gonna meet the right girl? Like I still haven't met her. Just chill. You accept your life like it is. That's what you do. In that acceptance, you start to flow with life better, and then your destiny can be, you can say, revealed more quickly. Don't start trying to manage your life. You surrender your life. This is the highest. I don't know how many people can hear me though. So this is what this is what it means to be beyond female attraction. It's paradoxical though. You can still enjoy female attraction, but it's like you start to realize there's levels of female attraction. Like one level of female attraction is they're like attracted to you because they have projections that you can serve some kind of utilitarian purpose for them, or give them some security, or maybe you got money, or maybe you have emotional stability, and they're a bit crazy, and so they get around you and you ground them, but you don't want that. Like you learn, like wait a minute, that's not very healthy. Another level of attraction, maybe they're a sex addict girl. They want sex. Maybe you're packing some equipment, and they like that. And for a while, you like that they like that. Gives the ego a boost. Like, yeah, I got it. That's cool. At some point, though, you're like, you know what? I don't want to be used as a masturbational instrument anymore. It was cool. I enjoyed that stage, yeah. But like, okay, what's next? And then a more higher level female attraction, they're attracted to you spiritually. You've done your work on yourself. You've become more balanced. You have some inner stability. You're not stuck in ego. You're not acting out your insecurities on girls. Something's more, you're just balanced. They pick that up. Why? Because they're more balanced. Law of attraction. An imbalanced guy can't attract an imbalanced girl and an unbalanced guy can't attract a balanced girl and vice versa. It may look like that at the beginning. You may be like, damn, I really attracted, like, she's pretty high level. Like, what's she doing with me? But later, usually she's wearing a face. We're all good actors. It'll be revealed later why you guys attracted to each other. But if you're balanced, you attract another balanced girl, and she's attracted to your balance. She's attracted to your spiritual evolution, you can say. That's a good level of attraction there. And so then if you want a partner, You want a commitment. I mean, those are great. I've had them. I'm all about, if you find a good one like that, have a monogamous relationship. What are you going to do? How are you going to have more than one of those anyway? If you're really using it for the highest purpose, that's enough. Some of you might know. Some intense stuff that can happen. So those are cool. For me though, once I graduated or passed, once I went through the relationship college, I don't know, now I just don't feel, it's not in me. I'm not renouncing relationships. Some people, I think they have the idea that I'm against them or something. No. Look, if God wants to send me one and wants me to be in your stereotypical relationship, I've turned my life over. It can do that. But I can feel, you get to the point where you can kind of read your destiny somehow. You can feel what the karma is. And I can just say that that's kind of not in the cards anymore. You can just feel it. At the same time, if there's an exception or something, yeah, I'm cool, okay. But for me, it's just not, it's not flowing like that. My flow is, I've said before, I'm sharing this knowledge and experience with people, and then for the rest of my life, I don't know how long that'll be, and then I'll drop the body and that's it. This is what I'm doing. I'm not thinking about marriage and kids and family and cars and houses. I don't want anything. I like simple. I don't want to take care of stuff. I love girls, I love animals, but I like to play with others. I like to play with your girl or your animal. I don't want to have one of my own. I buy dog food. It's the first thing I buy when I go to a new place. And then I carry it with me. When I see a stray dog, I give it to them. Actually, I give it to all the dogs, even owners. There's some dogs on the owner's roof, and I'll throw it up there. It's fun. Or I put it under the fence. I like it. So I like animals. It's not like I don't like them. And the same with girls. I like talking to girls. I like talking to them more, actually. Probably that I don't have one. So I'm not seeing the same one all the time. I'm not in a situation that I feel compromised, so I can appreciate the female energy even more. You see how that works? It's like I appreciate it more, and it's a great. I'm satisfied with the just talking to a girl. I don't need to do anything else. Just energetically, if we're having a nice talk, not nonsense talk, a nice talk, that's great. That's nice. That's sex, actually. Sex doesn't mean you're inner. That's one level of sex. Sex means union. There's an energetic exchange that's happening. That can be via talking. It can be just you're looking at her. It can be sex. It can be whatever. But real sex means union. So I'm satisfied on that level. That's beyond female attraction. I appreciate the female attraction if they're attracted to something with some substance. I can usually tell if the attraction is because if it's lustful, that has a certain vibration. If it's because they think I can fit into their projections of what they want in a guy to take care of them somehow, some material level, I can feel that. That has a certain vibration. If they're attracted to depth, spirituality, that has a certain vibration. That's funny. I did that finger. But life's complicated. It can be all mixed too. But the question is, which one's predominant? Which one is she really attracted to the most? Because if she's most attracted on spiritual level, but yet, because you can't get a perfect person, nobody's perfect. So, but yet maybe there's a little lust in there too, or maybe there's a little desire in there to be taken care of or something. Maybe they don't even know it. They don't always know it. See, how many people really have deep self-honesty where they know all the little tendencies, insecurities, projections? Most people don't know that. You don't know it either. So give space for others to not know it. But if you guys spend enough time together, that's going to come out. But if they're grounded more in spirituality, then you can look at these things. That's the point. And they're willing to look at it. They're like, well, maybe you point it out. You'll say, or maybe you don't even have to point it out. Maybe they'll just be aware of it. But some situation, something they say, some feeling may reveal oh, there's a little lust in there. And this isn't about nitpicking, oh, there's lust. No, it's just be aware of yourself. That's all. There's nothing wrong. Like if you want to have sex, if that's your okay, that's cool. It's not about judging it. It's about being aware of yourself. Period. That's it. Just being aware of yourself. After that, let life satisfy those desires. It's not moral. I'm not into moral. Just I'm into self-honesty. So then if the girl's grounded spiritually, and these little things come up, or if the guy's grounded spiritually and his things come up about wanting to have sex, or he's too overzealous about that, you can look at that. There's space now because you're grounded in your higher nature. So you can start looking at these things and seeing like, okay, I want to transcend that. I want to transcend these little things that kind of seem to be blocking this spiritual light that I value the most. The only way you can let this light shine through more is to check and see what's the little dirt on the window that's keeping the sun from coming in. You see? And relationships, you can use each other for that. That's the benefit of them. Plus you can enjoy the whole being with the girl and having sex and all that. Yeah, but that's secondary. The real purpose of the relationship is to grow. How many of you know that? When you know that, and when she knows that, see, both got to know it. Can't have one. This is why relationships end. It's all about consciousness. You may meet and you're on the same level of consciousness, but then one may start to get higher. If the other one doesn't come, it's going to end somehow. You got to be on the same level. All right, let me know. Let me know any questions you have. See you.